A couple of weeks ago, Erin did a Reader's Nook video all about how she feels bad starting a new book before she's finished the last one. Well, I seem to be having a very different problem. Say you were to ask me, hey, what are you reading these days? My answer would be a little bit more convoluted than you would expect, and it's becoming a bit of a problem. First up, I'm reading Magic City Recent Spells, which is an anthology edited by Paula Gurin, featuring stories by authors like Holly Black, Patricia Briggs, Jonathan Mayberry, Carrie Vaughn, and a whole ton of others. There are 25 stories in this book, and I'm trying to read one every day. It's been a lot of fun so far, I'm really enjoying it, but I'm only reading one story a day, so it's not the chunk of my main reading, it's just a little bit extra that I'm trying to do from time to time. In March, I've also been doing kind of a mini book club with my mom and sister, where we've all been reading Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and I'm really enjoying it so far, but I've been reading a lot faster than my mom, so I had to stop and kind of slow down, give her a chance to catch up, which meant I had time to start reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This is a book I've been meaning to read for forever, and I'm so glad I finally picked it up. I'm really enjoying it so far, but I'm not actually that far in yet, but I think this is going to be a good one. And then if that weren't bad enough, in March I'd been trying to only read my own books to get caught up on my TBR, which was going really well until the library emailed me to say that something I'd put on hold a while ago had finally come in, which meant I had to go pick up Wolf by Wolf, which is something I had heard so many great things about, so I could not resist. It didn't mean I had to start reading it, except after we'd gotten back from the library, I was waiting in the car and had nothing else to read, so I started it. But wait, there's more, because I always have something going on my Kindle for when I want to be reading at nighttime without turning the light on and disturbing anybody. So I'm also about halfway through Paper Hearts Volume 2 by Beth Revis. This is all about publishing and those kind of options, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only reading about a section at a time, so it'll probably take me a while to get through, but I'm loving having something on my Kindle when I'm not looking to read paperback books. And of course, because I'm completely insane at this point, I'm also listening to A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray whenever I'm outside and walking the dog, so again, this one will probably take me a while to get through, but now I'm reading 6 books at a time. So I guess the lesson for today's video is that it is entirely possible to be reading too many books at once. I'm all for having more than one book on the go, especially like an audiobook and an ebook and a paperback book, but sometimes things get a little bit out of hand because there are just so many great books to read, and it can be really hard to choose what to read and when. In terms of trying to get things under control, the strategy I am attempting at this point is that I can't start anything new until I've finished at least 2 of the books I currently have on the go. So what about you guys? Can you read more than one book at a time, or do you try to finish what you've started before you move on to something else? Let me know in the comments, because I could really use some advice in this area. So that's it for me today. Hopefully I will see you on Sunday for our next live chat, which will be a write-in. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. So here's the thing, this video was filmed a little bit ahead of time because I really wanted to talk about this, as I'm realizing that my reading is getting a little bit out of control. But we just did our live chat all about how we YouTube, where it was brought up that the following week's live chat is all about the book club for the Raven Boys, which I haven't started yet. So there is yet another book I need to be finishing, and in about a week's time. So I need to do a whole lot of reading in the next week. By the time you're seeing this, it will be over, but wish me luck.